Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody today? So, I couldn't go live on Facebook as well like I normally do. I don't know. Did I remember to share this to Patreon? I don't know. It has been a day because typically, let me go ahead and make sure, I will say hi to everybody in the comments. Give me a second. Um, Let me make sure if I did not remember to share this on Patreon, because I hate forgetting to post things to everybody. So let me go ahead and do that. Because I've been trying to make sure to share everything the way that I'm supposed to. Now, do I? Not always. So, as you can see, I changed the name of the live streams from Shop Talk to the 4 p.m. Hustle, um, because I am kind of changing things around. I am trying to not really rebrand, but get back into why I started YouTube to begin with, which was to share my knowledge and my love of everything YouTube, you know, everything vinyl and uh, everything, everything in general that has to do with YouTube. And being a business owner and um, I guess in hold on. Let me finish setting this up. There we go. Okay, that is set up. Now I can go back. Okay, so I'm not sure if we're going to have everybody here like we normally do. As I said, everything's kind of changed, um, which I kind of expected that since I've changed everything, like I'm not going to have the normal amount of views that I do. It's kind of expected, but it is what it is. Um, I would rather not have the views that I did and be happy with the content that I'm putting out than not be happy with what I'm doing. So let's say hi to the people in in the comments. So hi LJ, hi Gail, hi Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Hi Gary. Hi Elizabeth or Liz. But yeah, so I posted a video on Sunday kind of talking about a little bit more of the direction. Hi, Colleen. The channel was going to go, which is a little bit back more towards where I was in the beginning, um, which is still kind of focusing on crafts, but not really. Because I've kind of taken a step back, looked at where I was and what really brought me joy. And part of it is I'm going to redo some of my old content, bring it up to date for 2022. I'm blurry on your end, April. Am I blurry on anybody else's end? It could be your internet, but it depends on. Let me know if I'm blurry on anybody else's end. Hi, Kim. Because sometimes that does happen. You know, Wi Fi is an amazing thing, but sometimes it's not. Because sometimes it does say that my connection is a little unstable, but yay. You know, we pay for the best internet that we can have, and still, small town America, it goes up and down all the time. All the time. All the time. I'm sorry. Hopefully it kind of fixes itself. It says my connection. It says try unplugging your router or moving it closer to you. If I do that, then I will lose connection altogether. which means the live stream will end. So I'm so sorry. But what I am kind of planning to do, we're still going to have fun crafts and things like that. Um, but what the plan is kind of get back to my roots and what I enjoy doing the most and where I excel the most. And that is my knowledge. I have a lot of it when it comes to vinyl, when it comes to sublimation, when it comes to screen printing. I know vinyl in and out is the best way to put it. Like, and this isn't me bragging. I hope this doesn't sound, I'm sorry, Barbara. I'm having some unstable internet issues. There's really not much I can do about it. What StreamYard is telling me to do is to go unplug my router. If I do that, I will lose y'all completely. So, small town living, I pay good money for internet. Sometimes we just have a bad connection. And trust me, my husband works in IT. We have the best of the best as far as internet like equipment that we could possibly have. Um, but part of what I know is I know vinyl inside and out. I know screen printing inside and out. I know sublimation inside and out. But there's other things that I also know extremely well. I know business stuff extremely well. I know the wholesale side of things. I know how to deal whenever you're buying equipment. I know how materials work together and things like that. I understand a lot of things that have, because of years of experience and spending money on things, lots and lots of money on things, and trying things and failing at things, um, that I can share that hopefully can help people out. Um, and one of the things I was looking at is also because certain things, like things, trends change constantly over what is popular and what isn't. But there are certain aspects that you're always going to need advice on, if that makes sense. Um, and I want to be able to help guide people in the right direction. And I think that's important. Now, there are certain things that I still want to be able to share. Like, I love sharing the things that I create, like artwork stuff. And I get asked about designing and things like that. Now, I did do like design tutorials. They weren't super popular. Now, I can show you all day long how to do the simple stuff, but the more complex things, that's not always the easiest thing to show, especially for me. I don't have an art background. Um, and a lot of those complex, like whenever I'm giving y'all one of the things that I've done for sublimation or things like that. Now, I know some people can create those pieces in like an hour. For me, it takes a lot of times 7 to 10 hours to do that. Um, so for me, I wouldn't even know where to start to even edit that down for someone to understand my process behind it. But there are a lot of great people on YouTube and things like that to be able to follow to create things like sublimation and designs and things like that that are actual graphic artists. But I still love sharing what I've created. Like, I'm still going to do that. Um, I'm still going to create things. Yes, Gary. See what I mean? I mean, And that's just being completely and utterly honest. I mean, we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. Um, does that mean I still don't want to create things? No. But again, we have our strengths, we have our weaknesses. Um, and I know that one of my strengths lies in my honesty, my complete and utter blunt honesty. Because again, one of the things I've noticed a lot lately is, you go to pages and a lot of times it's, "Oh, I love this, but I also love this, but I also love this, but I also love this." Well, not everything can be perfect. Not every brand can be perfect. You can't have everything perfect. Does that make sense? Um, you have to be able to say that there's a problem or admit that this is a flaw with the design. What paper is the best for print and cut? What do you mean for print? Like paper or heat paper? And for what type of printer are you talking? You see what I'm saying? There's so many that like that question, Migdalia, is a loaded question. One, it depends on if you're using an inkjet, if you're doing a laser. There's so many different variables involved in that. Plus, certain papers work better with certain brands of printers. It's like the other day whenever I did the tutorial using the laser paper that's I got from Specialty. Whenever I did that, I said that this does not work with all brands of laser printers. So you need to test this. So, Migdalia, I've had good luck with, surprisingly enough, the two that I've had the best luck with for that is Specialty and with Cricut. It's one of the few things that I do like that Cricut has made. Cricut and Specialty, because I have a video over testing out a few of them. Specialty and Cricut, because I did StarCraft, Specialty, and Cricut and washed them the whole 9 yards. I have like a comparison, like apples to apples to apples. Those are the ones like the whole shebang. So exactly, Stacey. And that's part of it is you need to be able to say what is a strength, what is a weakness. And that's part of it. Because not everything is going to be perfect. And you need to be able to say if things what's good about it and also what is bad. It's like I've talked about like with Sawgrass. Do I not love my Sawgrass sublimation machine? My sublimation printer? Yes. To me, it is what is industry gold. Yes, I think it's phenomenal. Would I change things about it? Yes, the inks are freaking expensive. Whenever you're talking about $78 a cartridge, that is high. I understand why people do conversion kits because it's expensive. And then on top of that, whenever you need a waste container or the waste collection thing, which is at least 40, I think they're $43, that's expensive. That is extremely high. Sublimation papers are expensive. Those are things that you've got to think about. I can understand why people want to try blanks off of Amazon whenever you look at blanks from Condi and they're double the cost. But whenever you buy blanks off of Amazon, do you know that you're getting quality products? No, you don't. I've bought blanks off of Amazon and then they're not actual sublimation blanks. So it's like you need to understand that there are good and bad with it. And that's part of it is risk versus reward. Yes, collection tanks are something that have to be replaced, LJ. And you have to buy a new one every single time. You cannot empty them. I mean, I'm sure you could probably, if you're tech savvy and you wanted to attempt to do it, you might be able to take it apart, but I am not doing that because have you ever accidentally broken ink cartridge? It ain't fun. I will tell you, Roberta, Condi has some amazing products. It was like I was talking because I'm an affiliate with Condi, but I've bought from them for many, many years. They have quality sublimation blanks. But I was talking to John from Condi the other day, and I was talking about, I need to get some tumblers and things like that to do tutorials. And it was like, the problem with it is I don't need to order cases of them. I'm not selling them. But so the problem in lies, it's not that I can't buy cases of them, but I don't want to buy all those and then fill up my house with 24 of each style of cups because I'm not going to use that many. Does that make sense? Um, but then also, I've noticed because, like on Facebook, you've got 50,000 wholesale groups that are buying from China, which isn't inherently bad. Hear me out when I say this. This is not an inherently bad thing. But I am in a group that's on Facebook. It's like the good, the bad, and ugly, where people report like these destash groups and wholesale groups and things like that. Um, for whenever like people buy in on those buy-in groups and then they don't get sent their stuff, or it turns out that it's a scam. Oh yeah, Gail, they stand behind their products. As I said, I've bought from them for many, many, many years. They are amazing. That's why I'm an affiliate with them. If you've noticed, I do not have many affiliate links. I don't have many. I will never have many. I will always be upfront if I have an affiliate link. I'm not pushy about it because I don't think that that's what I need to do. I will tell you if I think a product's amazing, but I'm never going to tell you who you need to buy from. If you want to try something else, be my guest. I will tell you what I bought, what I didn't. I will tell you if I got sent something. This is what I mean. I am very honest. But they report all these things if like people buy in and then they don't get their product and all this kind of stuff. So you start to see a trend through these kinds of things, and that's scary because whenever you're a small business starting out, yes, it's hard. And a lot of times you don't know where to start. And then like if you go to your first trade show and you get with these pushy salespeople, or you're like, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but you don't understand how the process behind it works. So I want to make sure that people understand this, but this is also good information for crafters as well, because crafters buy into these groups or they look at these products too. You see what I'm saying? This isn't just for businesses. Hopefully this makes sense. This information is like a trickle down effect. This was kind of how Reaganomics was supposed to work, but But a lot of these places that I'm talking about, they don't just sell wholesale. But wholesale does get you better pricing. And that's part of it too. Like quality t-shirts and things like that. It's kind of like doing a pricing video. Exactly, Roberta. I've said specialty from the start. And like, I don't think Caesar has a bad product. As I've said, I've never said that Caesar has a bad product. I think Specialty has a better product. They have been more innovative. Caesar has a better social media team. They were better from the start. That's why they're bigger in that area. Um, and I always feel like, and when you go to look for information on certain things, like if you're going to look up information on like sublimation printing, a lot of times you get brought into a brand page or things like that, or someone trying to sell you something. Like whenever I had my business, oh, Paige, you're fine. And then it makes you feel like, well, can you trust what they're saying? So I want to make sure that everything is kind of in one place, so it makes it a little bit easier for it to be understood. But I mean, I still want it to be fun, if that makes sense. So those questions that you have, like if there's things that you're wanting to know, your burning questions, that they're there to be asked, and where everybody can find them. Because I think that that's kind of missing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can find things in bits and pieces. Okay, would you print and cut using the Subliflex HTV in smooth white, or would you cut and put the T? Okay, so the Subliflex from Specialty Materials, you can run that through your printer. I have a video over at LJ. It's very easy to use. Like I have a full video using all those products in one. It's very, very simple to use. But I'm hoping that I'm making sense, if this makes sense to y'all. Because as I said, I like that's one of the things that I felt was really missing off of YouTube and off of social media in general, was just a simple place to go look that had information for when you were stuck, or that if you had a question. To me, LJ, it's just easier to run it through the printer and then just. Can you use Cricut foil vinyl over Cricut glitter? Christy, I don't use Cricut vinyl at all. I don't like Cricut vinyl. I mean, and this is me being completely honest. I don't like Cricut vinyl at all. I think it's trash. I'm not trying to bash Cricut. I just don't think it's quality at all. I think it's overpriced and it does not have quality. It is not good. I think that their machines are good. I just don't think that their vinyl is up to par with anybody else's. If you're looking for anything else, if you need vinyl, go to Michael's, go to Joann's, go to Hobby Lobby. If you need vinyl in a pinch, use Paper Studio, use Caesar, don't use Cricut. Period. I mean, this is not me being mean. Go ask anybody else. Everything's better than Cricut. Everything. I mean, I have tried Cricut over and over and over. I have never had good luck with it. Thank you, LJ. And I'm going to do more and more sublimation. Like, as I said, I'm going to be mixing it up. I'm going to add in some screen printing stuff, even though I'm not going to invest, at least at this, like I've done big screen printing, but I'm still going to add in some small versions of screen printing stuff. Because I think that it's still stuff that people want to do more with. And I have a lot of good knowledge with it. but I think that it's just having a good knowledge base and something that you can find. And if there's knowledge that you're wanting, and if I don't have a video of it and you're wanting to have it, email me, message me. I may not find the message, but I have my website linked down below. You can message me on there and I see those messages. So that way is a good, and then that way I can create videos over those types of subjects. And I'm trying, like my playlist right now, because I'm reorganizing things. A lot of them are missing things, but I am reorganizing it and I am trying to make sure that there's beginner friendly playlist to make sure everything is situated. Like this is my goal, and I'm still going to create fun stuff, but I just want like this all in one place so that way you can find what you're looking for. I just have this feeling in my head that this is kind of what's missing. Hi, Latrina. Yeah, Colleen, I completely agree. Hi, Heather. I'm glad that your husband's supportive. And yes, see, that's the thing about it. It's like I was talking to my husband about it, and he's like whenever all of this stuff, like my brain and all that, he's like, you can do whatever you want to. And I've kind of thrown myself back into the YouTube thing and trying to figure out my joy. And I was talking to him about my idea for this, and he was like, whatever you want to do. Thank you, LJ. And that's part of what I'm trying to do, LJ, too. Is like, I want to make sure that there's information, clear cut information. Because one of the things that I've noticed is it's either very technical or no information at all. Like, I want there to be fun, but to have what you need. Like, I'm hoping that this is making sense. But I'm wanting there to be motivation. I mean, like, that's what the Monday motivation's about. I mean, it's going to include those types of things for business information, but it is also for craft. So, as I said, hopefully this is exciting to y'all. And hopefully this will get y'all excited again. Because as I've said, like, I keep seeing like TikTok and stuff like that. For me, you're not getting any information off of TikTok. And if you are, it's such a vague snippet of stuff that it just isn't enough to even really learn anything. It's okay. What y'all doing, babies? They woke up from their nap. Sorry about the video on Monday, the time video. If y'all noticed how many cuts there were in it. Shadow, that day that I recorded it, he was so gassy and he was under me and it was not pretty. He was so stinky and it was very hard, hi honey, to keep focus whenever he was so stinky. He's been very, very gassy lately. Yes. If you only knew what it was like, because I mean, these dogs are so big and bad. I mean, they're not bad, but they're rambunctious. But yeah, and for me, focusing on the YouTube stuff really does help give me something else to focus on other than this stuff. And I mean, I don't know about y'all. Like for me, whenever I feel bad and things like that, giving myself a goal does help me. Yeah, Crystal, as I've said, I've had so much going on. And I mean, like I lost myself for a while. And now I'm figuring me out. What you doing, Layla bud? You can come up here. You can come up here. Say hi, Laylush. Say hi, Laylush. I will tell you this, though. Say hi, honeys. You want to come? I will tell you, I got a new chair. I got a gaming chair, and it's awesome. Hi. But they don't like that it has like these arms on it because they can't really get close to me anymore. Shadow's always gassy. But yeah, I mean, I think sometimes you have to stop and really reevaluate who you are and remember what brings you joy. But yeah, one of the things is like, I did the intro for it today. Actually, I did intros for 3 videos that are going up this week, though I filmed them this weekend. So, because some of the content that I'm working on, as I said, there's going to be extra videos because I'm redoing some of the old content. So, if you see the same makeup look, it's because I'm redoing some old videos. So I'm doing intros on the same days, just in case you're wondering. Stacy, they're mutts. So we have a Chihuahua who was supposed to be a Chiweenie that we rescued roughly 10 years ago. Don't need to lean back that far. I don't want to knock over my Disney stuff. Anyways, so we have a Chiweenie that we rescued about 10 years ago, or she's not a Chiweenie. She's probably pretty much full-blown Chihuahua. Anyways, we lost Stevie, which was my dachshund, at Thanksgiving. We found 2 big puppies on the side of the highway. I think it was around Halloween. We weren't going to keep them. Then we were going to keep the girl. Then we decided when we lost Stevie to keep the boy. We had another dachshund that we lost at Christmas time 2019. I'm a rescuer for dogs. So we keep them all. So we don't know exactly what Honey and Shadow are. They're big. But tomorrow's video, I don't know. So tomorrow's video will either be the tea padded, which is like a set of pads that are made to help with like buttons and zippers for heat transfer, or it will be the updated version of removing heat transfer vinyl without chemicals. Depends on which one is easier to edit, because I recorded both intros and I recorded the videos this weekend. But I will tell you this, the updated version of removing HTV without chemicals is so much better than the original from like 2017. It's so cool. I was like, I know I can do this better, but I was like, darn, this is really freaking good. Nadia's doing good. She had taken a job as a waitress, and now she is working at another screen print shop. She's dating a boy in Houston and trying to figure out what she wants to do. And Caden is a busboy at a restaurant, trying to figure out what he wants to do. Cameron is, you just kind of heard him. He's doing his schoolwork. He's in high school now. Can you believe that? Whenever I first started doing YouTube, he was in 4th grade. He's in honors class or in AP classes for English, history, and something else. I can't remember. Hold on. My eyes went blurry. They do that from time to time. I don't know if it's medicine or what. I have a neurologist appointment. When was it? March the 2nd? Or was it the 1st? It's the 1st. The day of the live. But it's okay because it's well before the live. And if I have to adjust the live time, I will let you know. But anyways, Facebook blocked me from being able to put my lives from StreamYard on there. I emailed them, so we'll see what's going on. But what else? my epileptologist, the epilepsy specialist in Houston, had a cancellation, so I will actually be able to go at the end of March. So that's good. Yes, he was so small when I first started. They're so grown up now. It's scary. I know. I can't believe how much they've grown. I don't know what to do. But yeah. Um what are you eating? Shadow. What are you eating? I see your face. Shadow. Whatever it was, he swallowed it. But yeah, they're doing good and all that kind of stuff. It's amazing kind of how times change. And it hasn't even been that long. I mean, like my original videos were in 2017. I keep thinking it was that long, but it's really not. Oh yeah, Elizabeth or Liz, the puppies, they eat everything and then it's like, "Oh, where did they go?" Um anyways, but I think I'm going to end it there. I think the lights are starting to bother me. It's making my eyes go fuzzy and I need a break from being on camera. But remember, the 4 p.m. hustles are going to be every single Tuesday. We will talk. You can ask questions. As I said, if you have any video requests, you can either leave it in the comments down below or you can email me. You can message me. My Facebook information, all the groups are all listed. Everything's in the or not in the comments, in the description box. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you are not subscribed already, I would love it if you were. As I said, what else? Sorry. At this point, lights are bothering me. Brain doesn't want to function. But I love you guys, and I will see y'all later. Bye.